Hey traders, thanks for stopping by here at thetradinganalyst.com. We're going to discuss several charts here. I'm going to go over some specific levels here and strategies and potential trade ideas that I think are really going to help you out. So let's get right into it. So Chipotle here, CMG. To me, especially with the weakness that's going on in the market, I'm going to be covering a lot of. Actually, I think it's all bearish plays. So you got to trade with the short-term momentum of the market. So right here we have Chipotle with a false breakout setup here. Here we had this clear level of resistance right there. You can see that clearly for about 7-8 days in a row hitting that level. We broke over it right here with that bullish candle here, only to fail right back under that level, okay? Both yesterday and the day before that, we're kind of bouncing there, hammering off of that level. But today, it confirmed with a close below that support with some bearish action. So I think that most likely Chipotle will head lower from here. At the very least, it's going to be chopping around a bit. At least that's the way that I'm seeing it. So Chipotle, I think, will head lower with that false breakout setup. The next one we're going to take a look at is Intel. Intel right here, same thing. I'm going to back it up just so you can kind of see more of the trend here for Intel. So you can see that Intel's been in a downtrend for most of the year. Okay, most of the year has been in a downtrend. All right. So now I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Right here we have a false breakout. Okay, here's this clear level of resistance. All right, you can clearly see it knocking into it there, right there. Here we are over and over again, right there. Finally, we break over it here on this is Friday, I believe, and then here was Monday with a big gap up over it. Clear break of that resistance, right? Okay, so clear break of that resistance. We closed over even this high right there, only to fail right back under it, making this a false breakout setup. And I definitely think that we'll head lower from here based off of that. We have a gap. Let's see, that gap filled right there. There's a gap right here that may want to fill. And that is right around 42.50. First conservative target, though, is right around 46.50, based off of the lows that we bounced off several times. That's also right around where the 50-day moving average is as well. So that's kind of what I'm looking at here for Intel. Is at least a hit down to here. Probably going to head even lower than that. We've been in a downtrend here, so the market is seeing some weakness right now. And if the market continues to get weak, the weaker stocks are going to get hit the most, and Intel has been one of the weaker stocks out there. So the next one we're going to take a look at is TXN. Same setup here, false breakout. Again, if you look here, TXN has been in a downtrend. Okay, so we're trading with the trend. Okay, that's what you got to remember. Trading with the trend. So we have a clear level of resistance. You can see boom, 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 boom. Broke over it here on Friday. Same thing as the other one. Gapped up over it right there. And notice how we're breaking over the 50-day moving average as well, only to break back under it. You can see last time we kind of did that was over here. We broke over the 50-day moving average, and then we just broke right back under it right there and headed lower from there. So I'm looking for something similar to happen here with TXN. Okay, so that's what we're looking at for TXN. Looking for it to head lower. As far as targets, we've got about 93 bucks is going to be that first conservative target. Next target is going to be right around just shy of 90 bucks. So just below 90 bucks, I believe, is going to get hit. on TXN. The thing with TXN here is that this was the last earnings report we had on TXN was on this day right here. Okay, it was on this day right here, and it was very bearish. Okay, we headed lower, and we gapped down, and then we headed lower the next few days. Okay, so that was a bearish reaction to earnings. So what's going to push the stock higher? Okay, that's what you got to think about right here, is that earnings were bearish, and this was only just kind of a sideways move. Now we're seeing a short setup. Definitely think this is one going to come down because it definitely rejected this area. Okay, the next one we're going to take a look at is BIDU. BIDU here, this is one that, let me kind of get rid of these. BIDU was one that had a false breakdown setup previously. This is one that I actually traded, and I bought right here and actually missed my sell point on this gap up by $1. Okay, I missed it by $1, and I wasn't able to profit on that. I have automatic orders that I set, and I did not get filled on that, so I ended up taking a very small loss. I sold just for a few points under break even today as it headed lower. Okay, definitely don't, when you're trading, you definitely don't want to take a loss on a trade that's been moving in your direction. So with that said, today we had a false breakout. Okay, and it shows you when you're getting a false breakdown setup, and then now you're seeing a false breakout setup. You know, the market has been pretty choppy. Okay, so with that said, I definitely think that this is weak action for BIDU, and I'd like to short it more than anything at this point in time. Okay, because we had all of this resistance. Look at this resistance, so much resistance there, and then we gap up over it. Okay, and that's why I held the position too, is because we gapped up, but then we still held on to this support. Okay, but then we broke right back under that support. Okay, making this a false breakout. Okay, and what you got to remember is that BIDU has been in a downtrend. Look, for the last 3 months, more than that. Okay, for the last 4 or 5 months, it's been in a downtrend. Okay, so this is trading with the trend. The trend is down. Okay, so when you get a false breakout setup in a trending stock that's down, that's a very viable play. So I think that BIDU is most likely going to head lower from here based off of this false breakout setup. Further confirmation would even be a break lower out of this range right there. That would be just ultimately bearish, and I think that if we moved below that range, I think that would get it moving really, really hard and fast. Okay, so that's what I'm looking at here. Same kind of thing that happened if you look over right around here. You know, we got that little breakout over here, and then we broke that level right here. Very similar setup, guys. Very similar setup, and we broke that level there, support, and then we headed lower and lower and lower and lower. Okay, we had that false breakout up here, and then we headed lower, and once we broke back below that level. Okay, the other thing you want to mention, you want to note too, is that we have heavy volume on this day as well. Okay, heavy volume. All right, that's the other thing that you want to note. All right, guys. So the other thing too that you want to note too is that we've traded sideways here basically, and we're in a very tight range for quite some time. So it's going to be building up a lot of energy. So once we get moving, we're going to move hard and fast. Okay, so it didn't move to the upside. It failed to the upside. So if it breaks this low, that's going to be the signal, guys, to me that this is going to be headed much, much lower. Okay, so I'm actually putting this in my notes right now so that I don't forget about it. So BIDU, let's see, Facebook is the next one that I wanted to cover. Facebook, not quite as good of a setup as the other ones that I'm mentioning, but you know, this is just a stock that's been in a downtrend here for quite some time. It used to be, you know, a market darling and it was extremely bullish, but now it's not bullish. We've gone, we've been trending down for many months now, okay? So just got to keep that in mind. You got to trade with the trend. So we have that downtrend. Even with this big market move up that we saw, Facebook barely moved higher, okay? It didn't really move that well, okay? And we didn't really get that big of a signal. So we came up here, oops, and we tried to break over this resistance. You can see it was support, 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 support. We broke over it here, all right? And then today, we broke right back under it with some heavy volume, all right? So to me, that signals that Facebook is likely going to head lower. You can also look at this as a little flag pattern, okay? Here's the bear flag right there, okay? All right, here's the pole right there. Okay, that's a very standard bear flag. Okay, same kind of thing you saw over here. Here's the flag, or I'm sorry, there's the pole, and then here's that little flag. Boom, headed lower. Okay, retraced higher, headed lower. Okay, I mean, this is just very simple stuff, guys. So that's what we're looking at here for Facebook. I think that it will head lower along with all of those others. You can definitely see, you know, my thoughts on the market. You know, I'm seeing a lot of short setups today. A lot of people, you know, I came into this week optimistically, or I'm sorry, cautiously bullish, and that paid here for the last week and a half. We were long, but we knew that it could potentially change in an instant. And today was that instant, okay? And a lot of people are saying, you know, it's just one day. You don't want to chase shorts. But you got to remember, the market was already in a downtrend. The market was already in a downtrend for the last several months. So we've got the market in a downtrend, and we've got all of these stocks that we're looking at here that have been in a downtrend, guys, okay? That's what you need to remember. All right, so thank you for stopping by. Thank you for watching this video. I hope that you found it very helpful. And if you think that's helpful, then you're going to find our membership here, our premium membership at thetradinganalyst.com, extremely helpful. First and foremost, you know, if you've bought and sold trades at the wrong time, and if you're having trouble with the market at this time, then you need to do something about it, and you need to get help. Okay, you need to realize that you have to have a strategy, and you have to have the whereabouts and the knowledge and the confidence to actually make those winning trades. And we've been doing this for almost a decade now. And when I say we, I mean me. So I've seen up markets, down markets, sideways markets, and I know how to profit in all of them. This down market is nothing new to me. It's not scary. It's not anything. It's just another way to make money in the market, and we've been doing extremely well, even in this choppy market. So I want you to join us. I want you to do it right now. We're the #1 options trading service on the planet, and I really mean that. The thing that really separates us, you can kind of look below this video. The thing that really separates us from other services out here is this real-time portfolio tracker. This is just a screenshot of it, and you're going to be able to see all of our trades in real time be uploaded to this real-time portfolio tracker. You're going to be able to see our profits, our losses, how the trades are doing, and it's just really a way of being completely 100% transparent with all of our members. So that's what you're going to get. All of our alerts are sent in real time via text message. Here's an example of something of what our alerts kind of look like. Here's some recent trades that we've taken in the last few months. If you were a member at that time, you could have participated in them. You're getting watch lists, member videos. Each trade alert comes with a detailed analysis video where I'm explaining exactly why the trade is being placed, where the stop loss is, where the profit target is, and explaining the entry as well. So everything, we're not just sending you out alerts, we're helping you learn and grow so you can actually learn a viable strategy to help you profit on your own as well. So I really encourage you to check it out. We have a special going on right now for the annual membership. It's our lowest price ever, and I really encourage you to check it out. So I look forward to seeing you in there, and I hope that you join us.